Here's a podcast on percent by mass. I did make this about in 2010, and I'm just doing a voiceover of it, and I use worksheets that usually correspond with all the units. Hopefully you can find the worksheets or just follow along here. So this first one is like, what is the mass percent of copper if you had a sample of copper? Well, if you had pure copper, 100% of it would be copper. And mass of copper is 63.55 grams. So you take the mass of the thing you're looking for and you divide by the total mass of the substance, which is still 63.55. So that's 1 times 100 is 100%. The next problem is find the mass percent probably of nitrogen and hydrogen in nitrogen trihydride, also known in the grocery store name as ammonia. So the first thing you probably want to do is find the molar mass of the whole compound. And I'm talking the nitrogen plus the hydrogen. So there's nitrogen, 14, plus 3 hydrogens times 1.008. Those came from the periodic table. And so the molar mass of that compound is 17.03 grams. So we want to find the mass percent of nitrogen. We just take the mass of nitrogen. There's only one nitrogen, so we use 14.01. And we divide it by that mass we found over here, 17.03, and we multiply by 100. And so the mass percent of nitrogen in ammonia is approximately 82.27%. So ammonia is almost all nitrogen. Now you could figure out the mass percent of hydrogen by subtracting 82.27 from 100. And if you weren't confident in your work before with the nitrogen, you could also solve for the hydrogen. And there's 3 hydrogens, so you multiply 3 times the mass from the periodic table. You divide it by the total mass of ammonia on the bottom. It's like finding your grade, what you got over the total amount possible, and times 100. And here we get about 17%. So those percentages add up to about 100%. They don't always add up exactly to that, but within a rough estimate. So that was percent composition or percent composition by mass.